As the new normal requires us to be connected via the internet for work and education, we are seeing an increase of laptops that are especially made for kids. This is the new JOI Classmate 30, a laptop that is catered towards school kids that comes with relatively high performance. So this laptop is a fairly simple one. The price of this laptop is at 1,999 ringgit, and this is what you're getting. It has a pretty rough matte finish that is definitely hearable in terms of its coarseness if I run my finger across. And this laptop is also made entirely out of plastic. And opening up this laptop reveals a 14-inch screen with 1366 by 768 pixels in resolution, and that's also a TN panel. I'm definitely not a fan of TN panel. The color shifting is just way too distracting, and it doesn't feel like there's a proper way to look at the monitor without the colors shifting. The bezels are also thick, but this is to protect the screen from getting damaged if this laptop is ever dropped. And we also have enough space for a webcam that is fairly decent at the top of this display. The keyboard is a fairly decent one. It works well enough, but it does need some getting used to because for some reason this laptop layout is the ISO layout instead of the usual ANSI layout that I've personally got accustomed to. And typing on the JOI Classmate 30 might feel a bit rattly, and also the keyboard flexes quite a bit, but that is because this keyboard is made to be easily serviceable. So as you can see around the edge of this keyboard here, there are just little tabs that you can pop off, and then the entire keyboard can be lifted up. Interestingly, the JOI Classmate 30 also comes with dust and water protection, and it can hold up to 100 cubic centimeters of water inside. And I assume that's gonna be a very important feature because kids are definitely gonna pour some liquid into this laptop. As for the trackpad, it's actually fairly good. I mean, the trackpad is definitely on par with some of the higher end laptops that we've tried in the market, and it also uses Windows Precision touchpad drivers, and the multi-touch gestures work perfectly fine. And the trackpad also has this coarse texture, and it did give me some tingly sensation after using it for some time. Now, the ports on this laptop though is pretty funky. So on the left side, we have a barrel jack for power, an Ethernet port, a VGA port, HDMI port, a USB 3 port, and also an audio jack. On the right side though, we have a micro SD card reader, a USB 2, and then another USB 3 port. It did feel weird to see a VGA port on this kind of laptops, but I presume it's for kids who need to do presentation in front of the school stage or something like that, with those schools' supremely old projectors or something like that. So legacy support does make sense in this case. And for the performance of this laptop, I have to say it's definitely a rather powerful one because it does come with an Intel Core i3 1005G1 with 4 gigs of RAM and also 256 gigs of SSD storage. That Intel Core i3 1005G1 made sure that all of my typical usage is handled properly without any lags. My typical usage of heavy Chrome browsing, some Spotify and some YouTube mix here is, yeah, it's working really well on this laptop. And I mean, the Core i3 in this laptop is definitely gonna be powerful enough for kids to make some beautiful PowerPoint presentations with 3D models and animations in the mix as well. Even maximizing and minimizing YouTube videos is fast and snappy, which doesn't happen on some other laptops that are made for kids. With this list of specs and my heavy usage, the JOI Classmate 30 still manages to last about 5 to 6 hours with its 37 watt-hour battery, which is pretty decent. And all in all, the JOI Classmate 30 right now is priced at 1,999 ringgit. And if you're looking for a laptop for your child who is attending primary school or kindergarten, and you're looking for a laptop for your child, then this JOI Classmate 30 should be in your consideration. And that's it. That's all we have to share with you about the JOI Classmate 30, and we'll see you guys in the next video.